And here we go. How to end the month strong. Can everybody still see me or no? Yeah? Okay. I just want to say, hey, I'm Wendy. If you guys haven't met me before, I'm a gold ambassador. I've been with Plexus for 6 months. So that is my background. So I'm excited to be teaching you guys a little bit about how to end the month strong. So the areas of focus that I have for us tonight are back office, team and VIPs, and follow-ups and reach outs. One thing I want to say about back office before I head to that slide is that this is something that I'm still working on, and something that if you are not checking into your back office every day, that's something that I highly encourage you to do, because when we get to the end of the month, you're not scrambling to do this stuff. Like, you've kind of already been working on that. So it's just a little 2 cents I have for that. So as far as when you're in your back office, you want to make sure that you're looking for anybody's credit cards that have been declined. I used to feel like, ooh, this is really awkward, but it doesn't have to be. There's great ways to just say, hey, I don't know if there was a glitch, but your order didn't process. Maybe you need to update credit card that expired. I just wanted to let you know because I don't want you to miss out on your products. So that's something that we can do there. Messaging those who didn't order or have a subscription run. Obviously, again, that's going to be kind of part of our customer care. So if we're seeing that somebody's not ordering or they're turning their subscription off, again, we don't have to wait till this last minute, but it is something that we can do now. Reach out, kind of, again, part of customer care, and say, hey, is your regimen, needing to be simplified, or was something not working? How can we make that work and get them excited again to order, or share a new product, get them excited about something again. One thing that I actually just learned today was we want to be messaging people who have ordered, but their order is under 100 PV, offering, say, hey, again, kind of the limited time offer items, or something that they haven't tried before, just trying to get that order up to 100 PV to get your points for that order. And then if somebody has had their subs off for a long time, we want to maybe offer the idea of re-enrolling as like a new VIP, because then you can offer them that current VIP, the current promo code, which right now is give 10. So that is some ideas for the back office. Next, we want to be looking into our team and our VIPs. So do we have any team members that are close to ranking? Like, if they're not realizing that they're close, we can be reaching out to them and help them map out what they need to do, especially if it's, a reasonable goal. We want to make sure that we're doing that. If any of your VIPs have referred somebody and you see that somebody's all of a sudden signed up under, Marcy, you're like, hey, Marcy, you want to upgrade to brand ambassador and kind of give the things, the benefits that being a brand ambassador entails, and kind of discussing the fast start bonus, getting them excited, and helping them figure out how to, get a few more people to reap the benefits of that. The other thing we want to do is make sure that we're reminding our VIPs about the referral program. And again, it's kind of customer care. I've been trying every time I, check in with my VIPs, or maybe not every single time, but occasionally throughout the month, if I'm checking in with them, which we should be doing, we want to be reminding them, say, hey, gosh, school supplies have cost a lot, this time around. And, just remember that in order to help cover your products, you have that referral link, and I can help you, navigate that and share with a friend. The last thing on team and VIPs that I have is potentially asking your VIPs to post on social media. I did something in a group, or in my VIP group, and I just basically put a drawing up. You can do it for something as small as like a $20 Amazon gift card or something, to say, hey, you're going to be entered into a drawing if you, share one of your Plexus products. And that'll just, possibly get somebody, again, kind of put it back to the referral program, show them that, they can earn. And then they'll also get the 250 perk points as well. So especially in these next 2 days. So that's kind of a fun thing to remember. And then we have conversations. We absolutely, absolutely have to be in conversations. And there's so many ways to be in conversations or to get conversations started. Something that we want to be doing, obviously, is following up with all of our prospects. If we talked to our cousin a couple of weeks ago at a barbecue and we're like, oh my gosh, I never really followed up with her. Like, you want to just, kind of think of all those people, make sure you're following up. This is something that I've also been working on, is being bold and sending out the business reach outs. Don't be afraid to say, to get no's. Because if you don't ever reach out to anybody, somehow, some way, somebody might come along the way and they're going to join that network marketing company versus yours. So just remember that, be bold, and send those reach outs. And of course, we want to do new reach outs as well, especially, I put even the ones that scare you, but especially the ones that scare you. And again, I think a lot of the times when we're doing these reach outs, even if they don't feel like immediate, even if we feel like we got to keep like working on these people, but that's what we want to do. We want to build relationships and get to know them. And they might not pan out right now, but everything that we're doing is going to pay off for next month, for the next contest, all those things. One thing you can do if you're feeling like you're kind of stuck is engage with people on social media. Message people who have been liking your posts or watching your stories, just saying, hey, thank you for, engaging with my posts, and kind of strike up a conversation that way. So those are the three areas that I wanted to talk about. And then the last thing is just a little bit of encouragement. This month has been kind of tough. It has been really tough for me. And one thing that I don't have listed here is reach out. If you're frustrated, if you're stuck, ask your sponsor what you can do. Sometimes you get in your own head and you just kind of can't think of the things that, you might need to be doing, or you're so overwhelmed that you just are not sure of that first step. I want to say too, even if your goals are feeling too lofty, don't give up, because there are people who need the hope, health, and happiness that we're offering. Again, what I was saying before, what we do now is going to help us next month and long term. Punta Cana is in the future in February. If you've heard Vicki talking in Share Pink today, and whatever we do now is going to help, and everything adds up. And again, everything we do now, even if it doesn't produce something this very second, it could be that person that joins before the end of next month because we reached out now. And then I think most importantly is remembering your why. Why did you start this? What are your goals? Stay focused on that and finish strong. That's what I've got. So definitely want to open it up to any questions, or if anybody had any frustrations or any wins from the month. So you can feel free to unmute and save me.
I'll just say really quickly, I got in the very common freeze state where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm this far away from my goal. It seems so impossible. I mean, it's a very familiar feeling that I have in Plexus, and oh gosh, how am I ever going to hit that? And I don't have all these conversations that are super close. And you can sit in that mindset for days at a time and not do anything, but until you actually just type the scary messages and just get your butt out there, nothing's going to change. And so I just got out there and just started messaging stuff about the business. Hey, it's been a while. Hey, what do you think about this? And yeah, I get a lot of silence, but I also got some really great people responding. So just remember that your head it's going to always be like this. It's going to always play tricks on you, but you just have to send the message.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, I like how you were saying about reaching out to your sponsor and utilizing, our team, because even after being in it for a while, you still get in that mode where you're like Jenny said, a brain freeze. There's so much, you're like, oh gosh, what do I do? So I love your little list. I was screenshotting them just so I could like have you should send those to us so that
I
we
can
can
send them.
like use them. And I know a lot of that stuff is in our IPA and checking it off, but I work really well with lists because we just kind of get in our head. We're like, where do we start? But then you have a list and you just start. And like Jenny said, it just goes from there. You just have to get started, and it's easy to be like, oh, okay, I'll do it later.
And piggybacking on that, just feeling like when you're feeling like that, it's easy to like almost kind of disconnect and isolate yourself because you feel like, oh, everybody else over here is doing all of this. No. Jump into Share Pink, watch a training, do those things. Or if it's like your brain is just too plexused out, like Jenny was talking about too, do a little self-care, like step away, breathe, regroup, come back. But definitely the biggest thing for me has been getting involved and like getting that feedback from actual people, realizing that I obviously don't know everything. We're all still learning. So yeah, just being connected and instead of, retreating. But if you need to step away, that's okay too. But when you need help, don't be afraid to ask, because we're all at such different places. We remember different things. Something worked for somebody. So just get in there and keep learning.
That's good.
Anybody have any questions or any tricky customers they're chatting with or potentials they're chatting with or anything like that? Everybody's got it. I like it. I feel like we don't need to stay on too long because everybody needs to keep working. I don't want to keep everybody too long. I want people to get going and like, okay, like take this now. And I'm speaking to the choir too. So
also, Taylor just texted me, so it made me think of it. I already shared it earlier. I don't know. Well, Ronnie, she's in ministry, but there's a thing at 8 o'clock. If anybody that is in ministry and wants to figure out how they can incorporate Plexus with their ministry life, Ronnie's a pastor's wife. And so, hopping on that is next at 8 o'clock. If anybody, or maybe you know someone who, is in ministry and might want to incorporate this and how they can help people. You could even just listen in and then share it with them later. So I'll be happy.
I sent it.
She's jumping on that next. Awesome, Ronnie.
I sent that out to some missionary friends because it's like I think about all these missionary friends that I want to support, and I'm like, I'm working my way there, guys. I'm gonna get there where I can feel like I can give to your ministries more. But I like went and sent out that to them and said, hey, maybe this could help you guys. And so that was really cool. I'm glad that I don't know. Did you guys share it here? I might have seen it before somewhere too. Just on Kyle's
I
page
had
or
asked
somewhere.
in the Jewel page for Tommy. He's our pastor.
Right.
And so he's been struggling a little bit with his business just because he doesn't want people to feel like he's using his position, And so anyway, I had asked in the Jewel page and a bunch of people commented some suggestions. And then Kyle and Cassie Rainey said that they were actually having an event this week.
Cool.
So they shared that with me and I was like, oh, let me share it with everybody then. So yeah.
Perfect. No, that's so good. I don't know if I just flew through that way too fast.
I thought it was great. You did a great job.
It was good. Okay.
First ever hosting a Zoom, Wendy. Woo! Go, Wendy.
Awesome.
It was a little scary, but I did it. So we can do hard things.
Yeah, that was awesome. Okay.
All right.
All right. I feel like we talked so long yesterday that we can.
Oh, I know. And just remember, what the work that you're doing right now is going to have impact on this contest coming up. So these days definitely count. So we are all capable of getting that trip to Punta Cana, and let's support each other in doing that. If you feel frozen, like, how am I going to do this? Go to the Share Pink chat or your sponsor and ask questions, because we can figure this out together. It's a team effort to get there. You're not on your own. I want as many of us to be there as possible. And there's a family section of the resort. So it's probably a good time to bring your kids if you have them. I'm planning on bringing my kids.
As Chad walks behind you half naked.
Hey, he's like, Punta Cana. This is what I'd be doing in Punta Cana.
Chad's feeling confident after his reset, isn't he? He's like,
we're on day. It's the night of day 2. I'm like, all I want to do is bite into something. Oh my gosh! But time to make some soup.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for
All right.
making it
Thank
not
you,
as hard as I
Wendy.
thought it was going to be.
Oh, good.
Good job, Wendy.
Thanks, Chad.
I'll
Thank you,
send the link,
guys.
Taylor. to
Bye,
answer your question.
guys.
Bye.
I'll send the
Have a good
recording.
night.
Thanks, everybody. Go
Thanks,
Wen.
Jenny.